Over Central, we are back in the nation's digital creative studio. I have a special guest that I'm gonna let introduce himself. He has different names, so I'm gonna let him. I know him as Skung Yung, but he has different names, so I'm gonna let him introduce himself.
Hi, how you doing? Who do you want to speak to though?
I want to speak to Skung Yung.
Skung Yung.
Okay, but also I want to speak to Ian,
Okay.
the EYAN person.
Okay. He's here though.
He's here? Okay, and what about Hoggit? He's here too?
Okay, he's here as well. Yeah. We got
Okay.
all those people.
All of them. So, but all of them can answer the questions.
Depends on the question.
Okay. You have toured extensively. You've had quite a long history. Where haven't you been? When I was doing my research, I don't think there was one place.
I haven't been to Greece.
And you would like to go to Greece?
I would like to go to Greece.
And perform, not just
I perform.
relax.
I'm not really a sightseer kind of guy. But I mean, I like meeting people from different countries and different cultures. But I like playing music. So that's really what I want to do.
This year, first time ever, Soca Monarch. Well, it's a first time contest. So let's just call it first time, Soca Monarch, with your song So Happy. All right, tell me about the writing process for So Happy.
Okay, So Happy, I started to produce So Happy mainly because my studio is now up again. I had a studio before, but this is a new studio. So I said, let me write a song, a couple of songs perhaps, that people would know I'm back on the scene, and, writing and recording and producing. So that's where it really started. That's the genesis of the project. Yeah.
Okay, so when I was checking, I saw that this has a lot of credits. So you have Barman on keys and percussion. I saw that's the guy from
Cover Drive.
Yeah. And then you have yourself also doing guitar and drum programming. So you're hands-on on this song.
Yeah, like I said, I'm a producer, so yeah, I started the song and then I sought the help of a few people I know well.
Okay, so why did you enter Soca Monarch?
I entered because it's a new challenge. As you might know, I think you might know that I was in the band for 22 years.
Yes.
So I resigned from the band 2 years ago, and I didn't have any real plans of what I was going to do next in that arena. And this came up. The song was finished in time for me to register, so I did that.
Why not pick of the crop?
I'm also done.
You're going to? Oh yeah, you're judging under the Big Show.
Yes.
The Big Show.
I have
thing.
another song called Barbados that I'm gonna into that.
Okay, so what drew you to that song for Pick of the Crop? Because you're a writer, so you could write any song. Why that song?
I started that song. I write a little differently. I do music first. I had that whole song arranged and produced musically. There were no words, no melody, anything. I had a couple of I mumbled a few things, and I went by Gabby. And strange enough, Gabby locked into whatever the vibe I was in, and we finished the song.
So you said finish the song like in what, 1 day, half an hour? Minutes?
Gabby's like that.
Tell me about your relationship with Gabby.
Oh shoot. Gabby and I go back from 1982, 81, 82. I was in a band called Nightlife, and Gabby used to sing with us on different nights during the week. And one night he came to us and said that Eddie Grant wants to record him, and if he would be interested in being a backing band. And that's where it started. It was some hits with the first 2 songs we did, and then the whole Eddie Grant situation started. I went on tour with Eddie Grant just through that.
Tell me about playing your musical instruments.
Guitar?
Yes.
I actually started on drums. I was a drummer first. I was playing drums because my neighbor, he started on drums.
Who's your neighbor?
A guy called Peter Weeks. He's not playing right now, but he's still around. And he's still a fan, so he still supports me. He started playing drums. Actually, they come from a musical family. My father and his brothers all played instruments. And it was like, I wanted to play drums and I wanted to play guitar. I never started until about 15. I started playing drums. And then Peter started playing guitar as well. So we were both playing drums and guitar. And then I took from there, when I went to community college, I met some guys, David Jordan, you might know him from Black Orchid, Who Husbands, Nicholas Banker, and all of that. After tapping, that's where it all started, Black Orchid. And we moved on from there.
Tell me about your time with Coalition.
Coalition, how did that happen in 1997? That's after, like I said, I knew these guys all along, who was a friend, long time friend. And we had just come out of Colorblind. We had Colorblind in 1995 years. And I was like kind of free for the life stuff, and that's how I joined them. They needed a guitarist, and I just went with them from there. Spent about a year and a half, 2 years with them.
So for Crop Over, you produced a lot of music for in 2000. A lot of people. You had a bumper year that year. What do you prefer? Do you prefer producing or do you prefer writing? Or do you prefer?
I like both. Producing is a challenge though that I particularly like because guys come to me with just most of the time just a melody and words. They don't have no idea what the production is going to look like. So that to me is where you shape the song and you do the arrangement and then we have a finished product. I like that challenge. Especially with Pickety Crop tunes. Those kind of, calypso kind of tunes. I do like Soca Monarch as well, Soca Monarch type songs. But I find with these Pickety Crop tunes, you have horns and you have more arrangements, So that's the big challenge. I like that.
Have you done any for anybody this year?
This year, no, I haven't done.
Oh, you're just focusing on your.
Was in time. The studio was finished in time, and you just do these two songs.
What's the name of your studio?
As
well. Okay. So for Soca Monarch, which is July 28th, have you started your game plan?
Yes, I have. I actually met with my team leader yesterday, so we kind of put together the project. I also spoke with the arranger for the ideas I have for the music, so we're on track.
Oh, so take me back to the night of semifinals.
Night of semifinals. What do you want to know?
You came out. What was the mind frame first, and then you added a little extra in there.
I had a particular challenge in that I wanted to play the guitar, but I also wanted to finish with a vocal. And it's a challenge if you're gonna have a mic in your hand, and then you play the guitar. Where does the mic go? Kind of thing. So I said, let me go with the headset, and I kind of did it like that, so I can finish, with the guitar in my hand and still have a vocal on it.
So everything went according to plan.
Mostly.
What was your feeling when they announced that you were one of the 14? Because it was 34 that had to cut down to 14.
Yeah, and I didn't get to see everybody either, but I liked the response when I finished. It was a really nice applause and noise, and that made me feel like I did all right.
What do you say to the others who didn't make it? Because there will be a lot of people who were disappointed.
Well, like I said, I didn't get to see many people because it was backstage, but it's just one show. Do another one next year. Come again, just go again. There's nothing to bring you down. If you didn't make this one, you go for the next.
Crop Over Central. We'll be right back.